Hello and welcome to another episode of Beyond the Curb River City Living. I'm Jill Morenz with the Catalytic Fund. Today I'm going to give you a tour of the apartment above the Three Spirits Tavern in Bellevue, Kentucky, and I'm going to tell you the three meanings behind that name. This episode is sponsored by Commonwealth Bank and Trust. When it comes to banking, what matters to them is you. Let Commonwealth show you what it means to have a banker in the family. It's also sponsored by Town & Country Realty House, serving residential home buyers and sellers by making real estate easy, simple, and convenient. Owners Charlie Zimmerman and Leslie Blair named their tavern Three Spirits because they're a family of three and they wanted to feature three spirits on their drinks menu: bourbon, wine, and beer. The name turned out to have a third meaning when they realized that the house is haunted. Charlie explains how they found the property.
So I was actually showing property to a friend of ours, and he was looking in Bellevue, and he was looking down the street a little bit, and we saw this home came up for sale. And I said, hey man, there's a house just came on the market, it's in Bellevue, it's a hot area, do you want to take a look at it? And he drove by and he said, nah, it's on the avenue, it's too busy, I don't want to look at it. Well, I told my wife, we've been looking in Newport, and we couldn't really find that right home that we wanted. And I said, let's take a look at this house over on Fairfield Avenue. She said, okay. We came here, and it's a beautiful home, 12-foot ceilings, natural woodwork everywhere. But the key thing was it was on 4 city lots. I looked at her and said, somebody's going to buy this and convert it into a tavern. Ultimately, we decided to go with a place that was posh but not pretentious. You walk in and it feels very warm and inviting and comfortable. And that's really what all this woodwork is about. So when you come in here, it reminds you of going back in time a little bit, but still has that modern feel to it. This building has so much developed character to it. We are the second owners of the property. The original owners was Nick Funkin, who built the home in 1883 for his family.
The private entrance and stairs take you to the second floor apartment. This apartment was used by the owners as temporary housing for themselves while they were moving, and also as a guest house, and they will be using it as an Airbnb rental. It's been staged by Ampersand Home, which is also located in Bellevue. The apartment has 10-foot ceilings and original details like the mantel and wood floors. This pretty bedroom is quite large and has its own mantel and a transom window above the door. The large windows look out over Fairfield Avenue, which is part of the Bellevue Entertainment District.
So the apartment upstairs was originally, we were going to have an Airbnb was the thought. But then we decided we need to live here and really help develop and get the business going. So we moved upstairs into a very beautiful redone apartment, but having 3 people live in a small 1-bedroom apartment, so we decided to go ahead and buy a home here in Bellevue, which is where I'm from. I grew up here, 3rd generation. And we bought a home up here, and now the upstairs will soon be an Airbnb where people can stay and enjoy the historic downtown Bellevue.
They opened up a pass-through into the kitchen where everything is new but has a timeless style that blends perfectly with the house. At this end of the apartment, there's a laundry area and a completely redone bathroom, again with that classic style. I loved hearing the ghost stories about the house. Charlie and Leslie are at ease with the spirits.
Sharing the house with people who still inhabit it is interesting. You might hear them, you might see them. A lot of times you hear them talking. Sometimes you hear them walking. But all in all, they're not evil. They just kind of live here and inhabit it with you. Takes a little bit getting used to, but after that, you're fine. The people that we bought the home from, they have come back here and really enjoyed what we've done to it. So for them, this is where you had the Christmas tree. This is where you had Thanksgiving dinner when all families would come over. So to see it in this particular environment now really brings a lot of joy to them. So coming back here from being away in the military for a number of years in college and starting my own life and family really is a good homecoming. One of the things I've always loved about Bellevue, and a lot of people don't know it, is that it's very Americana in a sense that when we have our Memorial Day parade, you have people from the school, the band plays, the churches are there, the teachers are handing out popsicles and candy to the kid. In the very, very end, you see the council people and the mayor walk together. No political advertisement, it's just people in a community. And that's what Bellevue's about. So coming back here and opening a business to really embrace that and have them embrace us is just like coming home to me.
Thank you so much for joining me on our tour of this apartment and tavern in Bellevue, Kentucky that's so nice even the ghosts don't want to leave. I invite you to take a look at our website, beyondthecurb.org, for other episodes and information about our in-person tours. On behalf of the Catalytic Fund and our sponsors, I'm Jill Morenz, and thanks for coming Beyond the Curb with us. Beyond the Curb is presented by the Catalytic Fund, a company that, through its investments and real estate expertise, executes high-impact real estate projects in Northern Kentucky and creates new spaces for living, working, and entertainment.